So today we're actually going to be covering cinnamon. So cinnamon is an anti-infectious, an antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-parasitic. It is very, very good for your oral health. First, it helps with strengthening the teeth and strengthening the gums. It helps with breaking down plaque. It's an expectorant, so it breaks down any type of buildup. This includes like in the chest. There's a respiratory tonic as well. So if you have bronchitis, pneumonia, tonsillitis, anything that has like buildup, pharyngitis, any of these like oral type of mouth diseases going on, or anything that affects the throat, anything with the respiratory, cinnamon is going to help with and get rid of it. So cinnamon, that's why there is cinnamon toothpaste, mouthwash, even gum for that matter, is because it's super good for your oral health. And sometimes you even see where it says like for sensitive teeth. Cinnamon is also an anesthetic, so it has that numbing effect. It's really good for pain. So if you see a toothpaste that says that, more than likely it probably has cinnamon in it. It's that good. So a couple of things that I want to touch on. If you have any of this going on, like bronchitis or a sore throat or anything, you can gargle hot water with cinnamon and that will help clear it up. As far as your oral health goes, something that we do in Ayurveda is actually, it's called oil pulling. And this is basically where you have a couple of tablespoons of oil, like sesame oil, for example, and then you put a couple of drops of the essential oil, which it's not very much at all, but you use like cinnamon or clove, just literally a couple of drops, and you swish it around and wait about like 15 minutes and before you spit it out. But it helps get to those deep areas that you cannot reach with like a toothbrush or with flossing. Specifically like here with our saliva glands, we have like a huge gap. It's really hard to get to, and sometimes like food and stuff gets stuck up there, and then it's just sitting there and it's becoming like fermented and stuff. And so it has like an anti fermentation, so it inhibits like fermentation from happening. So it's not going to get stuck and like become a part of the tooth, and then it gets corroded and all this stuff. So anyway, with that being said, it helps get to those deep places. And then it's also breaking apart any of that kapha energy. So the kapha is the heavy, stagnant, lazy kind of energy, right? So kapha can work two ways. It can be where it performs ojas or it has ama. So basically with the oral, it is taking that ama and making it into ojas. And so immediately, if you do this technique, you will literally feel it in your bloodstream, because it goes directly into the bloodstream and goes through, the circulatory system and all that great stuff. And you will literally feel it like in your pulse, like pulsating. It's a stimulant. So it's not only purifying and helping you like get alert and energized to start your day, but you can literally feel it in your pulse. Everything suddenly seems like clearer, like you're mentally like alert. And also you could feel it in your heart. It's a cardio stimulant, so you're gonna feel your heart beating pretty quickly and strongly. And I don't suggest using like cinnamon for oral health like at night, because it is a stimulant. Um, and with that being said, with the stimulant effect, it's also really good for your metabolism. It's very good for your digestive system. And for those of you who don't know, your oral is actually the pathway to the overall physiology. So your digestion actually starts in your mouth before it goes, anywhere else, you like breaking down the food and everything. And so this actually helps like with your taste. It helps like with your senses, right? Overall. So oil pulling is just amazing. Let's see what else. So cinnamon is also good for skin. So like skin diseases, this is kind of like where cinnamon bark that we keep in our kitchen, we have the bark sticks, and then we also have the spice, versus cinnamon leaf. Leaf is a little bit more powerful, and it's for those more powerful infections like shingles, herpes, vitiligo. It's just a little bit more concentrated, and for like parasites and stuff, like it's for the anti-parasitic, it's for like lice and like ticks and killing things like that. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. So it's really great for your digestive. It's really great for your oral health. It's really great for things like skin diseases. And then it's also good for like pain relief. So remember I mentioned the numbing effect, right? So that can be applied to your actual body. So say if you have a bruise, for example, and it's in pain, it's a muscle relax. Like it literally has like the muscle relaxer quality. And so if you put like a little bit of olive oil and put a couple of drops and apply it on that area locally, it will literally help with relieving the pain from that area.